Good morning and welcome to day 2 of the FargoRate sponsored CSI Predator US Pro Billiard Series Ohio Open. 6 more matches for you today. And first up we have Duong Quoc Hoang from Vietnam against Wu Kunlin from Chinese Taipei. The players have lagged. We are ready to break. Describing the action with me in the booth is someone with another name I can't pronounce, Tim de Ruyter. Good morning, Tim.
Good morning.
How are we doing today?
Great, can't wait.
It's buzzing in here, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of people showed up for the CSI Ohio State Championships here. So it's packed. Made a 10 ball on the break. Doesn't count.
Yeah, it would have counted this time last year, wasn't it? It was actually at this tournament that it all was about turn for the golden break after Mario He made 2 in a row in the final. No golden break comes straight up. However, you can still make early 10s. The game's 10 ball. We're playing 2 races to 4, and if we're level after 2 sets, we go to a shootout, and we had a few of those yesterday. I think we had 3 on here. Could have even been 4.
Yeah, a lot of interesting matches yesterday. They were very close, and this one could be close too. Not really sure how well Duong Quoc Hoang plays. I mean, I've seen him around. I've seen his face quite sometimes here and there. Like, he played the US Open as well. But I've seen a lot more from Wu Kunlin, because when I went to my first US Open in 2017, he was there, and like, he was battling with Nick Vandenberg for a Mosconi Cup spot. Like, Nick had to beat him. And this guy was playing so well. He really amazed me. So let's see how well he improved in the last couple of years.
I seem to remember he had a good run in Vegas a couple of years ago as well.
I think he's won.
I think he won the 10 ball, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he won the Vegas Open.
Yes, he did. Yeah. You're right. 2 years ago.
So he's a champ, obviously.
And can play 10 ball.
Yeah. So we're also playing 30-second shot clock, with 1 extension each player.
So in the balls, first rack.
Soft draw here, needs to be careful not to get behind the 8.
Oh, he caught that thick.
Yeah, because
played it into the rail.
I felt like if he was going to make it and hold the cue ball, there was a chance to get behind the 8. So he tried to cheat the pocket probably a little bit thicker to hold the cue ball, and that's where, yeah, he's missed it. We've seen that.
So first shot of the day then for Duong. Beat Piers Labutis yesterday in his first match. Pierce, you know very well. You've been travelling with him. Good player, Pierce.
Yeah.
So this guy can obviously play as well. They all can. There's 64 of them here. Any one of them capable of winning it, I'm sure.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know Hoang so well, but he's beaten Pierce in the first round, which shows me that he has to be from some sort of level. Like, otherwise he would not be able to beat Pierce. So just wondering how much experience this man has playing shot clock and TV arenas, because it's different in the arena.
Quite a big, fast backswing, I've just noticed.
Yeah, took a little gamble there. It was tough to get on the 5, and he just decided to run to the other side and hopefully get there. And he's made stuff worse. Put the 6 and a 10 together. But he has a good safety here. If he can get the cue ball stuck within the rail and the 6, that's not good enough, let's say it like that. It's probably just safe, but would have liked to be behind the 6. And Wu could maybe still hit the 5. He's having a look at this.
He'd love to be able to catch the extreme left hand.
No,
no, he can't. He's going to go 2 rails, Tim.
Yeah, 2 rails. Big chance to have it safe after. If he doesn't make it, I mean, either the 7-10-6 is going to block the bottom right corner, or it's going to go up to the short rail. Oh, he caught the wrong side of the ball.
Now this is, oh, has he got cover? Can he get through to the potting angle?
Yeah, I think he can, and still tough to get on the 6. He might have to opt for playing the bank shot on the 6. The 7 ball's next to it, so if you play the bank, it's almost guaranteed to be on the 7. Low right in between the 9 and the 8. Back to where he is standing at this moment. He decided to... Oh, he tried to get on the other side of the 6 to play safety.
I was just wondering if it actually went past the 10 and he was trying to get on it to play it into the top corner. Obviously not now.
Okay, that's, I mean, it's not a bad shot. He's just only leaving the one rail kick from the left side, but the main thing was not to leave it from the right side, because then it's way too easy to hit the 6 ball.
Yeah, and get cover with all the balls over that side of the table as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, but Wu has a good chance here. If he hits the left side, so the bottom side in this view of the 6 ball, he can, with a reasonable speed, he can always separate the balls out and have the 7, 8, 9 in between. Oh, he hit that quite firm.
Oh,
he's scratched.
Well, try and do that again. So, real chance to take the lead in this first race to 4. There are 6 other games going on at the moment, guys, and we will keep you abreast of all the action and latest scores as we go through. Any other stuff you want to know, the brackets and prize money and all that kind of stuff, go to probilliardseries.com. There's everything you need to know on there. So just hold the cue ball here for the 8. Wow.
Yeah, he's he looks like he really likes to have the stroke out, like we seen earlier on the 4 to the 5, I think it was, where he didn't really have to hit it that firm and just gamble, but he did. The same here.
He loves to get that cue through, doesn't he?
Yeah, the only thing I'm worried about is he is eventually going to lose the cue ball if he keeps doing that. So it's okay if you do it once in a while, but don't do it every shot. But on the other side, it might be a different style. In Europe, we really play kind of short and not too many big swings.
Oh, he's making it okay.
Ah, it's a good shot.
Very good shot.
Doesn't matter how, as long as you get the job done. Oh, wiped his feet, but it goes in. Hoang takes the first game in this opening set.
Yeah, didn't do a lot wrong, did he, there in that first one? Showed what he set out his stall. He's come to play, come to attack. Welcome to everyone in the chat. We're not looking at it, I'm afraid, guys, at the moment, but I'm sure we can convince Tim to have a little look at it here and there to answer any questions you might have. What do you reckon, Tim? You ready to take a few questions this morning?
It's too early.
Okay, well, I'll answer them.
Let's go to our sponsors and partners. That sounds like a good idea. Of course, without them, everything is not possible here at Pro Billiard Series. Our sponsors and partners are FargoRate, Predator Cues, CueSports International, and our US Pro Billiard Series partners are Seabirds Billiard Supplies, Kamui, Alpha Coin Cryptocurrency, Jam Up Apparel, and Medaya Light. Make sure you check them out. They're supporting us, so I'd like to give them a huge shout out. Let's go back to the match. Nice break. Cue ball got kissed away, but he made a ball on the break and has a shot on the 1. Tough to get on the 2 though. Not easy. You might have to choose to go low right. 2 rails in between the 6 and the 8. Back to the center of the table. I think that's the best he could do on this. And he's missed the 1. Quite unexpected. Probably the spin threw him off, and maybe a good chance here for Wu to gain some rhythm. I mean, not an easy starter, but he can run into the 4. He can go in between the 4 and the 7 as long as he doesn't scratch.
Bird's eye view.
Might be going in between. Yeah. Oh, another scratch in that side.
Well, sometimes the impossible becomes possible. Oh, just caught them. You try and make a carom like that, or a combo, it's impossible. And it always seems to happen on the cue ball, doesn't it?
Yeah, here we have Wu Kunlin. Chinese Taipei. Has been around for a couple of years.
Again, just lost the cue ball, overhit it slightly. And I'm pretty sure it's because of the style that he uses. He seems to have like a one speed kind of shot that he plays. Nothing wrong, of course, with having the same action all the time. But sometimes you just need to rein in the backswing slightly. Played it nicely though.
Yeah, nice and short swing. Didn't make it too big. And I'm not sure if he can draw the cue ball a little bit to the center. That would be nice. Like maybe a stop shot would be good. Oh, he's overdone that a little bit. Still okay. He can draw into the long rail and come back out for the 7. Low right.
It's a bit like me preparing an evening meal, overcooking everything. He's just got slightly too far all the time, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. These tables, they play a little. Well, this table plays a little faster, a little bit more slick than the other ones, as there's only a couple games of practice before. And besides that, there's nobody able to practice on this table, so that means that whenever someone gets on this table, they always need to adjust just a little bit. It's not much. Like you can see, he still gets position, but just a ball or two where he goes to the left or right that a little bit more.
Here's the table fitters, look, in the background, and the event manager. Ernesto Dominguez, Christian, and Bonnie.
Oh, this is a nice shot. I like how he played that. This way he would never be close to the scratch in the bottom right corner. It's a good shot. Like again, the cue ball run a little bit farther up, but still a good opportunity to take a 2-0 lead here over Wu Kunlin. And it goes in.
Yeah, well, he's looking good, I've got to say. I'm impressed with this guy. So we're just going to nip away, guys, for a very short break. We'll be back soon.
Welcome back to the Rubber Center for the FargoRate Ohio Open. CSI Predator US Pro Billiard Series. Hoang being up 2-0 over Wu Kunlin from Chinese Taipei.
Oh, what a lovely break, Tim.
Yeah, good cue ball. It's just a little bit too soft. I like to see him give a little bit more. Seen a lot of balls come short, and there's only 4 balls really trying to go somewhere.
Yeah, those two wing balls, the 7 and the 6, just finishing a few inches short of the side pockets. And as Tim said, that indicates just needs a little bit more power. Needed a few more Cheerios this morning in his breakfast bowl. So good chance here for Wu.
Yeah, still quite difficult. Especially because the 5 is next to the 2 ball. It's tough to move to the 3 on the other side of the table.
That's pretty nice. Played it well, but how's he going to get?
Yeah, he didn't
the
look
3?
too happy, and I would understand why, because if he runs into that 5 ball, it's so tough to get on the 3. Can he leave himself some kind of cut maybe on the 3? Don't try to get too cute, just maybe roll up on the 5.
Yeah, just replace the 5 with the cue ball, put the cue ball where the 5 is, and he's got a shot.
If you get the 5 ball out, that's what I'm wondering. It's kind of tough bump.
Could just bump it out of the way with a bit of pace, just nudge it to the left as he looks slightly.
The other shot I like is maybe shooting the 2 ball in the bottom left corner with top left and go to the short side of the 3. That way you don't have to run into balls. Is there a small gap behind the 5 and the 8 he can go to?
Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, did get on the short side of the 3, but this is quite a cut.
A cute shot, though. I like that. Bit of creativity. Oh, he had such a small window to get through. Beautiful.
Yeah, this is as good as he could get. And now, can he twist the ball on the left? Maybe back to the center of the table, or is he going up and down? Which is risky. Yeah, I felt like up and down was risky, and
all about the pace, isn't it? But look, has he got a little window here for the...
I don't think so. Looks like the 9 ball is... Yeah, it looks, especially from this view, it looks like he's hooked himself.
He's called it in the corner, so he can see enough of it to play it in the corner, maybe. And there you see, wow, it's tight, isn't it? It's tight.
Nope, it's not in. And what is he giving Hoang?
Well, he's left him one that I might even make.
I mean, you can really see that the difference within like 9 and 10 ball, how the first couple shots in 10 ball are always like really precise kind of positional shots. To where if you don't really get nice on the next shot or a little bit too much angle, it's so tougher. Now at the end, you have a lot more space around the table to move around. And, well, I'm sure Hoang likes all the room he's got here.
Surprising the difference just one ball makes, isn't it? The game of 9 ball and 10 ball just so different. The break, much more difficult. Although having said that, the new break format, the box, or not new, but one that's been adopted now, has made that break a little bit more difficult and made the game more interesting, in my opinion.
Got a little straight on this 7 ball. He's checking up. I was thinking about just following it for the 8 in the left side, but he didn't really hesitate. Now, does he have a small angle to stun over to the center of the table? Would be nice to get a little bit more straight on the 9. You don't want to leave yourself the angle where you're going to shoot the 9 and bump into the 10. Yeah, I don't think he has a great position here. Well, he's got a mini angle, but he might have to draw back to the short rail and come back out. I mean, he looked like he likes those kind of shots, so I wouldn't be too surprised if he forced draw this.
Yeah, and on these new cloths.
Nope.
Oh, he's followed it.
Over.
Beautiful shot. I'll tell you, I'm impressed with this guy. And I've had a couple of vacations in Vietnam over the last few years, and there's some top quality pool players in Vietnam, and you're going to see a lot more of them in the future. I know you are. Some great women players as well coming through. And in it goes.
So, Hoang on the hill.
Very, very quickly. Didn't take Hoang long to get on the hill, did it?
Yeah, I mean, he's been showing some good stuff. Although on the other side, Wu has been giving some nice opportunities to give away some rhythm.
As I said, there's some other games going on around the arena, and Kang Lee has taken the first 2 racks against Albin Ocean. No, he hasn't. What am I talking about? Kang Lee has taken 2 against Chia Chen Xia. Albin Ocean is playing against Riku Rompinen at 12 midday today. That's going to be a great game, Tim. The young pretender.
Well, I mean, in this field, almost any match we have is a good one.
Yeah, I can't remember a field this strong, and certainly so many great matchups on day one, and so many players going to the one-loss side that you'd never expect. Tim's happy this time. He's happy with the break. So is Hoang. What a great 4-railer that was.
Yeah, and also if you just look at the spread, like he hit it a little bit more pop, put a little bit more into that. The 9-ball came up high, but at least he made more balls moving. So he made a ball.
And
look
a
at the
shot.
spread too. Like almost every ball is up table. It's a good break.
Yeah, just 1-2 now. Maybe 2 rows in between the 3 and the 6, Tim?
Yeah, I like that.
For the 2 into the same?
Top
pocket?
right. Oh, he's playing low. I was thinking just top with a lot of right. He played it more low, and I always feel when I twist the ball a little bit more, so high with spin, I can have my speed a little better. Like when I play low, it still has to grab the rotation, otherwise it's gonna slip away. And it did again a little bit. He overran a little bit. Could run into the 3, or did he still draw away? Oh, that's great.
Gorgeous shot that was.
Yeah, that was.
I tell you, I'm impressed with this guy.
I mean, good control. He's looking to find the right speed, and then from there it could get real dangerous for Wu Kunlin.
Just watch the way the tip really gets through the ball and grabs hold of that cue ball. Gets all the action with minimum effort. Beautiful.
Yeah, and I only remember him missing that 1 ball after the break. But besides that, he's been striking the ball good.
This is a masterclass. And it's all coming to you free on Billiards TV.
Yeah, still, this could be a little trouble though. He could decide to just draw back where he is now and go 2 rails to the 9 ball. He can also take the risk and draw closer to the 8 and trying to get straight. But I did like this. Can play 2 rails. Can go around the 10 ball, and yeah, even if you get straight on the 9, it's okay as long as you don't get on the rail. Oh, no, perfect. He played the short way.
Goes quietly about his business, doesn't he? Just stroking the ball around the table, and all of a sudden, like a magician, he's made the balls disappear.
Yeah, he's perfect here. Just a little draw, and we'll see Hoang from Vietnam winning the first set over Wu Kunlin for 0.
Tremendous. Oh, he's overhit this slightly, but that's the way he that's the way he plays. Does kind of tend to overstroke a few things. So a little bit of a tester here. You got to earn this one.
Yeah,
digging down.
He's playing low. I mean, if he plays high ball, there's only a scratch in the corner, looks like. But well, no hesitation at all.
Fantastic. Well, I'll tell you what, 1 set, and we're going to be back with a 2nd set after a very quick break. Don't go anywhere. This is amazing. Welcome back, guys, to Roberts Centre here in Wilmington, Ohio, where we've just seen, well, a masterclass from Vietnamese #1 Duong Quoc Hoang, breaking off in the second.
Good break again. Makes the 1 and the 2 ball is gonna stop. No. So we'll see Wukong Lin back to the table, unless he kicks this in, which I think he will not. It's kind of low percentage.
Good morning to Sean Armand watching there. Hi, Sean. Friend of mine.
Yeah, I got some background information about Hoang because we both didn't really know him. It seems like he's one of the best players in Vietnam and has won the Vietnam National 10 Ball Championships back-to-back, 2020 and 2021. So, I mean, for us Europeans, we don't get to see the Asian side of the game that much. But
Yeah,
he's been
especially
really
over the last couple of years,
yeah,
of
yeah,
course, you know,
and then
yeah.
I heard he played 2 years in the US, and then after for 3 years he was, yeah, just in Asia because they couldn't travel. So now he's slowly picking up, and oh, I'm impressed so far. And this is interesting too. He pushed to a spot where Wukong Lin can see just a little edge of the 2, but I mean, I'm giving this back. I don't like to shoot this. He's thinking maybe jack up and cut the 2 ball, but I don't think he can make it. Yeah, he's giving it back.
Yeah, sometimes it's difficult making the transition. You know, you're good in your own country, but then it's not always as easy or the same to do it on another continent. You know, where in places where you don't really know, you've got no friends. The food's different. It's hard.
Yeah, you
to
also
make that transition.
But you also start to play the most known players at some point. Like I've seen many champions, like national champions, go on the international tour, and yeah, whenever they start playing guys like Jason Shaw, Shane Van Boning, you know, then they're still not used to it, even though they're the best player in their country.
Look at this, look at this. He's jacking up here.
He thinks it's going.
Wow, what a shot. That
Wow.
is. Oh, please, play that again and again and again. What a tremendous shot. You just mentioned Jason Shaw. That was almost like a Jason Shaw kind of Josh Villa kind of shot that was. Brilliant. Tremendous shot.
Yeah, it was a great shot there, and he didn't get perfect on the 3, but he can still do a lot of stuff. He can take the risk and
God, you are a hard taskmaster. Didn't get up nice on the 3. Look at this. Come on, from where he was, Tim.
Oh, no, I said a little bit more work to do. And he hit that. I'm more impressed by this shot because this really shows finesse. Was a little scared to scratch in the corner here, but if you just look, he got nice and short. I think he's got just enough. He can go to the short side of the 5.
No, he didn't.
Oh,
He'll go
no,
to
he
the long
cannot.
side.
Yeah, but is he? Oh, he hit a nice. I thought he had a little bit too much angle.
Tremendous. I tell you, I'm so impressed with this guy. I know I keep saying it, but those of you that didn't know this man, you will, and you'll remember him. This is a tremendous performance. And talking of tremendous performances, today at midday, Albin Ocean will be playing against a young man, Riku Rompinen, the 14-year-old from Finland, who yesterday was hill in the first set. His opponent broke dry. Riku ran the rack. He then broke and ran the next 4 to win 2-0. So basically, almost a 5-pack. Can we say it's a 5-pack?
Almost.
It's almost a 5-pack. There you go. That's the official
I'm
term.
not that easy. Just a little stun shot of the rail for the 8 in the bottom left corner. And to be honest, I really thought Wukong Lin was going to be the favorite in this, but they're showing me that I'm wrong for sure.
Wow. He's actually beaten Jason Shaw 9-0. I've just had a message. before. Yeah.
Oh, then I guess you're a good player.
I think he's arrived. Jason Shaw just off that tremendous win against SVB yesterday. Over the last 3 days, winning 120 to 80. But there's a really nice picture of them together at the end, and that's the thing, isn't it? Like boxers, really. At the end of a bout, they hug and make up and everything's good. It's just a game at the end of the day. So this then to take the first rack, 5th in a row for the man from Vietnam.
I mean,
well,
not really much Wu could do there. Like, that push out was, I mean, I told you, I thought it was maybe not makeable. It was going to be tough, jacked up, and I do actually like that Wu gave it back, but Hoang made a hell of a shot and ran out.
Well, I can't resist this, Tim. It is certainly a good morning for Vietnam.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and Wu Kun Lin not feeling too great in his chair.
I feel great in my chair. A full day, guys, of great pool to come once again, courtesy of Kazoom, Predator, CSI, Kamui, Medaya, Jam Up Apparel, of course, can't forget them, and Alpha Coin. If you're watching Esteban, we miss you. Should have been playing here, but we'll see you in Puerto Rico, which is our next stop. Next up, break from Duong, Quoc, Hoang. Again, good control on the break, but it's dry.
And open opportunity for Wu.
What went wrong with that break, Tim?
Well, he didn't have that much pop on it like he had before. Before he did really have the cue ball flying. This was a little bit more timid. So I feel like, I don't know if he was trying to change something in his break, because it was certainly different than the breaks before.
Yeah, we just caught a glimpse there of Wu's face, and he doesn't look a happy guy at the moment.
No, but this is not easy layout too. I'm worried about the 5 ball. The 5 ball might be blocked by the 6 and the 8. So even though he can start running out here, 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the plan on the 5? Yeah, came a little short on the 2. I think he can still play a lot of left, top left spin, cut the ball and miss the kiss on the 9, leave a little longer 3 ball.
Looking a bit shell-shocked at the moment.
Well, if he, yeah, I mean, he's got a nice angle here. He can follow to where he was pointing, then shoot the 4 and run softly into the 5. A little snooker shot, bumping it in front of the side bucket on the 5. It's being low in the cue ball. I would play this just center ball. Oh, and he stunned it a little bit more. Surprised to see him shoot it like this. So he's playing for the bank.
Yeah, got completely the wrong side there, hasn't he? Kang Lee has taken 3-0 lead now. One of our 6 outer tables.
Needs to make sure he doesn't have the angle to double kiss. It looks like he's got a nice angle here. Now, I think he has that little nice angle to get the cue ball out. Doesn't have to really use more rails. He can play low.
What a contrast to the Vietnamese guy we're seeing here. On an outer table, Wojtek Shevchuk has just had a 2-0 set win already against another Vietnamese guy, Nguyen Phuc Long.
He's missed the bank. That's unexpected. because that was, I mean, it was almost straight. Really surprised to see him miss the bank. He's for sure not feeling well.
He's human. Just seemed to hurry that just slightly.
Yeah, maybe not 100% dedicated to that shot. Maybe didn't know exactly where he wanted to be on the 6, but.
And it's hard, isn't it, after such a great first set, to come back and play that standard again, you know, to keep it up.
Yeah, and I think it's also tough when your opponent is making like quite a lot of mistakes to still keep up the perfect play, because at some point you might think, oh, he's gonna make another mistake, and then they start playing good usually.
Yeah, you get a little bit complacent.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a nice little shot. Nice little bit of spin, right hand English on the cue ball there. For those of you new to the game, we say English in pool. That describes the spin that they're putting on.
Yeah, he's looking at the 2-rail kick, which I think is quite close to the 10 ball.
Our next match, midday, will be Sanjin Perlivanovic against Ko Ping Chung. And in the booth for that one, we'll have Tim de Ruyter and Darren Appleton. We're all looking forward to that one. I'm going to have my headphones in for that. If you haven't heard Darren on the mic.
Oh, hit that real thin, but still sold out.
Darren, of course, will be on this match table at 2 p.m. and he will be playing against Mieszko Fortunski from Poland. So quite a good move there from Darren, actually. Come and commentate on the table that you're going to be playing on. Can do a little bit of spying work, Darren.
Oh, he's hit that a little firm. He's hit that a little firm.
Oh, look at it going.
Yeah, he knew that was that was close. He was almost in trouble.
Did I see him trying to blow on the ball there to slow it up a little bit?
Oh, he was bumping the table like, don't go there, don't go there.
Using a bit of hip English.
No, no, he didn't do all that, but he's not happy. He's not feeling great. I mean, that's what he shows us. The game itself and his facial expressions. But he needs to grind through this, just make sure he stays on the right side of the ball. He's looking to, looking to go to the 8 in the bottom left. I like to go to the other side maybe. Stun over to the short side of the 8 and always leave myself angled to stun off the rail. Looks like the 8 is pretty close to the point, that's why.
You see him with his chin over the other side of the cue. We all have a dominant eye. Which is your dominant eye, Tim?
Good question.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't know the answer to that one. Only you will know that. And your optometrist.
No, when I started playing pool, I wasn't really focused on dominant, not dominant. They really lined me up just straight, like, or at least tried to line me up straight, just everything. Yeah, it would be good for Wu to finally get that game on the board. And there it goes. Wu Kunlin draws a score 1 each. We'll be right back after a short break.
We're back, guys, to an enthralling match between the man at the table now, Wu Kunlin. I've just been told the way to say his name is Wang Sao. Maybe I misunderstood, but that's how I heard it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But then again, I'm not a professional pronouncer of Asian names, so let's see if Wu can get himself back in this match. Would be nice to see. I like to see a battle between these two. And
wow, look at this for a chance. He's on the one.
And the worst thing is that this layout is not too tough. Looks like almost everything is connected to each other. 1, 2, and 3 are close to each other. 4 and the 5. The 5 is nicely located to travel to the 6. And the 7, 8, you can use the 7 perfectly to settle down for the 8 to the 9. This could be bad news for Wu Kunlin.
Bart Szapla from Poland has taken the first set against Nathan Wallace from the States.
So he's solved the 2-3 puzzle. Now if he can get the cue on the center of the table, nice to go back up for the 6. Oh, again used to, like he's using another rail, like letting the stroke out, even though I would just roll it in and make sure I have a decent angle. Different way of thinking.
I think that's the beauty.
Ooh.
I think that's the beauty of CueSports in general, you know. There's just so many different styles of technique, of shot choice. There's really no right or wrong way. It's just however you feel, isn't it?
Well, he was definitely not trying to be on the short side of this 6, so he's kind of lucky to still have a shot. Not sure why he would overrun that ball, but he actually turned out to be good. So now this is the big traveling part. He needs to secure a nice angle on the 8 to leave himself good enough on the 9 to get back down table for the 10. Probably just, I think I would just follow the cue ball, maybe 2 more balls up. He's going to the other side of the 8. So now probably 2 rails, short rail and then the right long rail. Just past the side pocket. I think that's what he's aiming for. Can also choose to go direct, but this gives him a bigger area to land in, but doesn't want to get straight. Oh, and I think he's got straight.
How many times does this happen?
Well, he's still got a mini angle. He could force himself out of here, but this happens all the time.
Where's he going? High left?
Yeah, I think high left. It's the. But I mean, he does have a big stroke. He
could go rail first.
Could go. Could also do the monster draw. I was expecting him to do this because he likes those. You see, the cue ball did it, but he was cheating the pocket a little bit too big. And
got a little nudge on it as well. Yeah.
Well, and slowly mistakes are showing up from Hoang. You see, just caught that short rail just before the pocket, and I mean the action was there on the cue ball, no doubt.
Oh, he's making all kinds of noises come out of my mouth this morning. The Vietnamese guy. Wow, what a shot that was, or an attempt anyway. Goes the shot clock.
Yeah.
Calls his extension.
Yeah, doesn't have to do much here. Just a stop shot. Doesn't need to get cued on the 10. Doesn't need to get straight. Just make the ball stop the cue ball. That's it. Pocket speed. Make your chances bigger to still make it, even though you might hit a
Missed
rail.
it. He's missed it.
Oh, wow.
Now, does he go for the bank here?
I cannot believe he's missed that. Even if he would hit the long rail first with this speed, he would always slide in. So that means he must really be feeling not too great this morning. I mean, this is not a gimme, but on the other side, it's a free shot. Top spin, maybe a hair right. Just hit the rail around the side pocket and caught a little bit too thick.
I don't mind this shot.
Well, now Wukulin really has a tester. This is tougher than the shot he
Potential
just
scratch
had.
in the side.
Not the scratch in the side, but now he's going to be closer to the corner pocket. So if he goes 2 rails, there's a bigger scratch. Overcut it again. Back and forth here.
Oh, doesn't want to be on the rail though. Oh. Just needs one of them lovely strokes that he's got here. Plain ball, nothing else to do. Make the ball.
Yeah, just force follow. You don't want to punch it. You want to really stroke the ball, and well, I think he might get lucky here. No, well, no, doesn't look like it. Maybe, well, this is quite thin.
Oh dear.
So I like to shoot this with a lot of left, really spin the ball, because it's gonna turn the 9 ball more towards the long rail, so it's easier to make it. And also for position to go 3 rails. I like a lot of left on this. Well, he did not play with a lot of left. He was confident enough to cut the ball, and
Beautiful control. Tremendous. He's not out of this yet.
yeah, so this could be a big momentum swing here.
In it goes.
Yeah, could have been
Both
2-0 for Hoang.
Both players had plenty of chances to win that particular rack. Frank Candela has taken the first set, and we're just going to take a little bit of a break, guys. We'll be back soon. Welcome back to Roberts Centre here in Wilmington, Ohio. Well, it was all Vietnam Iron Sao in the first set, winning it 4-0, but Wu Kunlin has come back in the second, leading 2-1. Needs to win it to force a shootout. Oh, got kicked away, and it helped the two in the side as well. Nice little bit of luck there on the break, and he's got a shot on the one ball, Tim.
Yeah, just wondering if that 3-ball passes to the top right corner. Is the 6-ball blocking it, or would make a big difference? If it does pass, it's a lot easier.
We might get a look here from the overhead. Yes, it does.
I think it does, yeah. So also there is a possible 4-10. Can also choose to travel a little bit more back down table for the 4 on the side to go back up.
Perfect angle on the 3, can go anywhere he wants with the cue ball here.
Yeah, low right, using just 1 reel, maybe 2 reels, depends how big he wants to go with his stroke. Needs the cue ball to go. Go. Looks short. Short of me. Yeah, I think he just got short. Might be able to still pinch a little angle out of there, but would not be the first time in my life I've seen someone miss this shot because they're trying to force the cue ball over. Well, did nicely. Nice, cheated the bucket maximum on the left side.
If you're wondering who that Dutch voice is, next to me it's Tim de Ruyter, and the man speaking double Dutch is me, Mark White. Oh, another nice stroke there as well.
And slowly it looks like he's
just getting back into it, and he's finding his stroke, Tim, finding a bit of form right at the right time. He needs it. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm just thinking about a shootout, and the way Hoang shoots so quickly, I'm just wondering, will he be hitting the spot shot as hard?
Well, I'm sure he's going to let his stroke out. That's one thing for sure. I really think Hoang let Wu Kunlin off the hook with the last game where they missed the 9-ball a couple times, because it also shows that Hoang is starting to struggle. So it settles down Wu Kunlin, knowing that his opponent is not at his best no more like he was in the first set. So we might see a complete different side now. We might really see Wu Kunlin starting to play great. It's just these 3 balls to go on the hill in the second set. Yeah, playing for the 9 in the side. And then this 10-ball to go on the hill in the second set, and we're 1 step closer to a shootout. Early morning shootout.
Yeah, we had a few yesterday, more than we're used to on day 1. Yeah. Quite a high percentage walking around the arena as well. Quite a few were going to shootouts.
It just shows how capable the players are which are in the field right now, because it really takes a lot of mental strength to lose the first set and then get yourself still going in the second one. So that means that this event, all the players are strong and ready to perform at their best.
Eklund Kachi has taken his first set against American Michael Thompson. I heard this morning that Eklund Kachi is opening his own pool hall in November. 7 tables, all going to be Predator tables as well. I bet he got a real big discount from Karim.
So let's see, is he going to control the cue ball a little bit better than last break? Almost scratched in the side.
Oh,
again
again.
got close, but made a ball, and look at the one ball. I mean, momentum is definitely with Hook at this moment.
Didn't quite strike them right. Got a nice kiss again to stop the cue ball going in the side. 4, oh no, the 4 does go past the 10. Potential hiccups here. Well, you got to say it's the first shot really that's the hardest.
Yeah, I mean, on the other side, he can go with top right and go around the 2. Maybe getting nicely from the 3 to the 4 to the 6, because there's quite some traveling around that area. Expect him just some right spin, go around the 2. Could end up straight or a little angle towards the short rail.
Oh, I like nice little draggy shot, wasn't it?
Oh, he's wanting the cue ball to stop. I don't know why. Oh, hit that good. Yeah, now looking the center of the table would be minimum to get on the 3.
He's trying to the side or into the corner, can't he? Up to him.
Yeah, I'm sure he's playing the side. I'd like the side too, because the corner, if you get straight, it's extra tough to get on the 4. This way, as long as he doesn't get queuing over the 8.
Bump the 8.
Yeah, this way he can always get back directly to the center of the table. I did like this. So now build up to where you need that nice angle on the 4 to travel to the 6. And then, after a couple misses on the 9 balls, Wu has been looking good. Oh, doesn't want to be straight. I think he got straight. Ooh. Does he have enough angle to go 2 rails around, maybe?
I don't know. I think he can just draw straight back, can't he? Can he just draw back to the right-hand side of the 9 as we look?
Yeah, can he cheat the pocket enough? He might be able to just cheat the pocket enough to not hit the 9 on his way back to the 6.
He's looking, how much can I steal? He wants to rob that pocket slightly.
Yeah, can't afford, with that speed and with that draw, you cannot afford to hit the long rail first. It's going to wobble. Ooh,
beautiful
it
shot.
Tried to wobble there, but he did manage well to cheat the pocket.
And I'm a big believer in that stroke going all the way through. It gives the ball the more chance of the pocket taking it.
Yeah, now low right, back to the center of the table. Just like that.
Yeah, what must he be thinking sat in his chair? I mean, he was on fire. And all of a sudden, one missed ball changes it. And in this format, where it's 2 races to 4.
Well, you know, either way, if I were Hoang or Wu, I would not be too disappointed, as they both played, like Hoang played a good first set. Wu didn't really have much chance. Now, Hoang on the other side, he didn't play perfect in the second set, but Wu is playing good now to finish the set until now. So that means that from both sides it has been a good match, and I would be pumped up to go to the shootout because I know it's going to be a good one. So probably top right. He's playing 1 reel low. Or is he just going to stop the cue ball and take a longer 10? No. Up and down.
Great shot. Well, pleasure to watch these 2 guys. As you said, we've seen the best of both of them. We've also seen the worst of both of them. And that's why we're going to be going to a shootout, guys. 1 set all. We'll be back after a very, very short break. Well, it isn't quite high noon yet, but we do have a shootout at the OK Roberts Centre Corral here in Wilmington. There you see 4 innings each. We'll swap from side to side, and the highest score will win. If there's no highest score after 4 innings each, we will go to sudden death. 10 ball is placed on the spot where it's racked in the 10 ball rack. Wu won the lag. He gets to choose whether he wants to go first or second. He's chosen to go first. He also chooses which side.
So first shot for Wukong. Looks like he's playing low right. Straight in the hole, 1-0.
Yeah, that's the way I like to see it played. I wonder how Hoang is going to play it. I think he's going to play it pretty much the same way from what we've seen from him so far. It doesn't look like he's going to roly-poly it in.
No, he will shoot with a confident stroke. I mean, could be both ways though. Could be center ball, could be low right in this case. One thing that's interesting is he's shooting from the rail, which if they go sudden death, moving 1 diamond back, is going to be a little bit annoying with queuing over the pocket edge, like the corner up there.
Wow, but just as expected. No problem, in it goes, bang, bang, crack, into the back of the Predator table pocket.
Yeah, no hesitation.
Oh, the guys, it's a shootout, and they've got the magnums out. They're going full power at this. Referee John Lehman places the 10 ball white side up so that players don't have anything particular to aim at, just a spherical, bit like the planet Saturn, really.
We're shooting from the other side, also from the rail. But now he's looking a little higher in the cue ball. Oh, he's shooting it different than the first shot.
Yeah, he's straight it in middle ball.
That's something we don't get to see very often. Players changing the way how to shoot it.
Perhaps he's playing it different from one side to the other. That could be it. Let's see how he plays the next one.
Yeah, probably.
Because from a right-hander, it changes, doesn't it? From which side you go, the bridging changes. So let's see how both of them play it.
I mean, I think it's very interesting. I haven't seen that before.
They are on a shot clock, guys, as well, just to let you know. Nothing's changed. 30 seconds, no extension this time.
Oh.
Yeah, and he smashed it the same and missed it now. I wonder if Wu is onto something here.
Yeah, caught that a little bit too wide. The pocket did not agree to it, especially with that speed. If you're not straight in the hole, then it's not going to go in.
I think we should have a speed shot clock. Sorry, spot shot. A speed spot shot.
Speed shootout?
Yeah. See, look, he's going low this side, Tim. So he's got his hand on the table, so it is a bridge thing.
Yeah, nice execution. 3-1 up, Wukong.
Yeah, must make this now. If Huang Sao misses this one, it will be over. Now take a good look at the ponytail of John Lehman. That's the last time you're going to see that this tournament, because it's going in Puerto Rico for charity. He's going to, well, Kelly Fisher's going to do it actually. She's going to get the scissors out and give him the chop.
Here we go. Needs to make this. Oh.
And it's all over. Thanks, guys, so much for watching. I've been Mark White with Tim de Ruyter. Next up, we have Tim in the booth with Darren Appleton. Who's coming up, Tim?
I think it's Sanjin Pelivanovic.
It is Sanjin Pelivanovic, of course.
And Ko Ping Chung.
Ko
if I
Ping
remember
Chung.
well.
Enjoy that, guys. I'll be back at 2, but don't go anywhere. 12 noon.
Stay tuned.